Good morning, Shyamla ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
You are audible, ma'am. You are welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll start at 10:30, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, sure.
Okay, ma'am. Sharmila ma'am.
Yes, madam. Good morning,
Yes.
madam.
Good morning, ma'am. Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Happy morning, children not present here. The world becomes a better place when we come together and share our ideas. Once again, a happy morning to one not present here. We welcome you all for the fourth day, session 7 of 5-day International Online Faculty Development Program, jointly organized by Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University in association with Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Faculty of Education and Academic Staff College. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. Now, I would like to invite Dr. A. Tangam, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Education, Dr. MGR Education Research Institute, to deliver the welcome address. Please, ma'am.
A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps become a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. A very pleasant morning to one and all present here for the fourth day of Session 7, 5-day International Online Faculty Development Program on Outcome-Based Education. On behalf of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, in association with Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Faculty of Education, and Academic Staff College. We extend our gracious welcome to one and all present here. With stupendous gladness, we would like to welcome our speaker, Dr. A. Shyamala Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, University of Madras, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. We are very eagerly biding to increase our knowledge through this session. An exuberant welcome to you, ma'am. We have got more than 1,000 registration and getting participants from all over the world. It is really made us to encourage to do more events worldwide. Hence, it's our responsibility to put forth our congenial welcome to all the executives, heads, professors, faculty members, research scholars from various institutions. We would like to extend our unfeigned gratitude to our chief patrons, co-patrons, conveners, organizing secretaries, joint secretaries, technicians, teaching and non-teaching staffs of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University and Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute for their encouragement and the support provided to organize this event. Finally, I would like to extend my best wishes to everyone to enhance your academic skills through this FDP. Once again, a cordial welcome to everyone. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. Shyamala madam, welcome madam.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome. The less you reveal, the more they wonder. Now, I request Dr. P. Sendamal Pabai, Assistant Professor of Dr. MGR Education Research Institute, to introduce our speaker. Please, ma'am.
Patience, persistence, and perspiration makes an unbeatable combination for success. Today, I'm delighted to introduce a person who is felicitous to the above saying. Dr. A. Shyamala Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, University of Madras, Chennai, who has done her MSc Physics, MSc Psychology, M.Ed, MPhil, PhD, and NET. She is specialized in research methodology, statistics, SPSS, women's education, philosophy, and special education. She has been nominated as Special Officer for Dr. ALM School, Palavakam, the school running under Madras University. And also, she is serving as the alumni coordinator of the education department. With 14 years of teaching and research experience, she has been guiding more than 50 M.Ed students and research scholars. An inspiring teacher, an avid reader, and an enthusiastic learner, Dr. Shyamala Devi has taken part in many international and national conferences and seminars. She has served as a resource person for various national and international webinars in various reputed colleges and also organized various programs under her guidance. She has been instrumental in question paper setting in various universities and also nominated as the chairman for the Central Evaluation of B.Ed program term and examination from 2017 to 2020 at Tamil Nadu Open University. She has also served as a convener for Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University B.Ed Practical Examination 2020 and 2021. With a professional canvas encompassing, she has been appointed as a member of the Inspection Commission for BSc B.Ed degree program continuation of provisional affiliation by Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University 20 and 21. It's a great privilege to have such a resource person amidst us today. I'm immensely pleased to welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing our speaker. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. The session is yours, please.
So, very good morning, one and all connected to this online FDP. First of all, thank you so much, Sendamil Pave ma'am, for your nice note of introduction. And I would like to thank the Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University as well as Dr. MGR Research Institute for inviting me as a resource person for this online FDP. So I'm very happy for that. I would like to congratulate the coordinators for organizing this online FDP in an effective manner. So thank you all. With that, let me move into my presentation. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes. So in today's session, I'm going to deal with analysis of attainments and continuous improvement based on outcome-based education, that is OBE. So in the last 3 days class, you would have get a lot of inputs about what is outcome-based education and how to formulate the learning outcomes with the help of Bloom's taxonomy. What are the verbs we have to use, and also how to formulate the learning program outcomes as well as course outcomes, and how to correlate the course outcomes with program outcomes, how to prepare the correlation matrix. So these are the concepts which already been taught to you in the last 3 days class. In today's session, I'm going to deal with how to analyze the course outcomes attainment. So we have course outcomes, and this course outcomes we are supposed to assess it. So assess, and we have to fix level, whether we have achieved the particular level or not. So we are going to analyze that. So in my presentation, in today's session, I'm going to deal with these 4 concepts. First one is analysis of course outcomes direct attainment, analysis of course outcome indirect, analysis of course outcomes overall, at last corrective measures for improvement. So these are the concepts I'm going to deal in today's session. So before moving into my session, I would like to pose one question to the participants. Who is called the father of outcome-based education? If anybody knows, kindly text in the chat box. Don't surf in the internet. Okay. If you know, you just type in the chat box. Or we can say who coined the term outcome-based education. Spady, yes. So Akshita, yes, William Spady, Rajesh Kumar. So thank you so much for your responses. So thank you, Felix. Yes. So the father of outcome-based education is Dr. William G. Spady. He was a renowned academician, educational psychologist, sociologist, and he's the one who coined the term. And also he firmly believes that this outcome-based education enhances the quality of educational ecosystem. So what does mean by educational ecosystem? See, ecosystem means in education, everything and everyone was interlinked. See, if you take the institutions also connected to each other. Even if you take the learning outcomes, learning objectives, program outcomes, everything was connected to each other, right? So this outcome-based education will help us to improve the quality of the educational ecosystem. And this model focuses on mapping, measuring, and achieving predetermined educational goals. So we are framing the educational objectives, and we must make sure these educational objectives are measurable, achievable, and measurable. In such a way, we have to formulate the educational objectives. For this outcome-based education will help. Okay, so with that, I just want to recapitulate 3 important concepts, because without that, I cannot proceed to today's session. So though you know already, let me recapitulate the concepts. The first one is program outcomes, which we know already. So program outcomes are statements conveying the intent of a program of study. Especially program outcomes refers to what a student should know or be able to do at the end of a program. They often seen as the knowledge, skills, and values attained by the time the students receive their course of study. So program outcomes are statements which we expect from the students, which they should achieve at the end of the program. So that is called program outcomes. And here we mainly focus on knowledge, skills, and values. In many websites, they have given, instead of values, they have given attitudes, behavior. But I felt that value is the right terminology which we can replace in the place of attitude and behavior. So these three are the major objective which we try to achieve in any program. So we want the students to acquire knowledge, skills, and values. So for example, if you take a B.Ed or M.Ed program, what will be the program outcome? At the end of the program, we would expect the student teachers to apply their educational psychology knowledge in their classroom setting, communication skill, professional ethics. So these are the program outcomes which we want to achieve, which we want the students to achieve at the end of the program. So these are called program outcomes. So I have listed some 10 program outcomes for an M.Ed program. Okay, and next one is course outcomes. So course outcomes are specific, whereas a program outcome is a broad terminology. It is very general. Course outcome is specific and measurable statements that define knowledge, skills, and values the students will demonstrate at the end of the course. So these are the, it is very specific knowledge, skills, and values which we expect the students to demonstrate at the end of the course. So these are 5 course outcomes. So the name of the program is M.Ed and the name of the course is Philosophical and Sociological Basis of Education. For this particular course, we have formulated 5 course outcomes. Okay, so based on the Bloom's taxonomy verbs called remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create, with this terminologies, we have formulated the course outcomes. And next one is, once we formulate the program outcomes and course outcomes, next one we have to correlate the course outcomes with the program outcomes. So here we are supposed to create a link between the course outcomes and program outcomes for each lesson. For each lesson, in the sense, each unit, each concept, as well as while assessment also. While assessing the students also, we must make sure whether we make use of the program outcomes and course outcomes. Okay, so this is a model of a mapping. So here yes means the course outcomes and program outcome both are strongly correlated. M means moderately correlated. The course outcome and program outcomes are moderately correlated, and L means low correlation between course outcome and program outcomes. So these three are the important things which we must know. So program outcomes, course outcomes, and how to correlate the course outcomes with the program outcome. That is nothing but mapping. With that, the next step is we have to analyze the course outcomes attainment. So whether the course outcomes are achieved or not. So that we are going to measure. So the overall course outcomes attainment can be classified into 2. That is direct attainment and then indirect attainment. So direct attainment and indirect attainment together, we will get the overall course outcomes attainment. Again, the direct attainment can be classified into 2, that is internal test and external test. So with the scores, the marks secured by the students in internal test and external exam together, we will get the direct attainment. Again, the internal test can be classified into 2, that is internal test 1 and internal test 2. See, in our university, we used to call it as sessional 1 test and sessional 2 test. But in most of the universities, they are naming it as internal 1 and internal test 2. And external exam is nothing but the semester exam which was conducted by the university. The internal test will be conducted by the respective colleges. The teacher who is handling the subject will conduct internal test 1 as well as internal test 2, whereas the end of semester will be conducted by the university. Right? And next, indirect attainment means what? Indirect attainment means we will be getting the feedback from the students in the name of course exit survey. Okay, so course exit survey means, suppose we have the philosophy paper in the first semester. First paper is philosophy. So at the end of the first semester, we used to get the feedback from the students, whether, in order to check whether the course attainment has reached or not, whether it is reached to the level of the students or not. For that, we will conduct a survey. It is called a feedback survey, right? So that is course exit survey. So at the end of the course, at the end of the semester, we will be conducting this survey among the students in order to get their feedback. So this is called what? Indirect attainment. Okay. So I have downloaded one course exit survey. So it will be like this. exit survey form. It is available in internet. So we can check the course outcomes with the help of these questions. It is a 5-point rating scale questionnaire. We can also go for 3-point scale. Okay. Okay. So this is called overall course outcomes attainment. Next thing is how much of percentage we are going to get from direct and indirect attainment. See, in our university, we go with 90% of direct attainment and 10% of indirect attainment. So direct attainment, 90% of marks, and indirect attainment, 10% of marks will be taken into consideration for calculating for analyzing the course outcomes attainment. Similarly, internal test and external test. As for Madras University is concerned, we are taking 40% of internal test mark and 60% of external exam marks. See, while preparing for this session, I have seen in many universities they are taking 50-50, 50% of internal test and 50% of external test, but that will not make much difference. Only thing, the calculation will little bit differ. Okay, and internal test marks, we are getting 20 marks for internal test 1 and 20 marks for internal test 2, altogether 40 marks. So 40 marks internal test means the semester exam will be conducted for 60 marks. Okay, altogether 100 marks. So the percentage is being distributed like this. So we are going to conduct 2 internal test 1 for 20 marks and internal test 2 for 20 marks, together 40, and end semester for 60 marks. Okay, and the indirect attainment, we have direct attainment, we have internal test and external exam. Internal test for 40 marks and external exam for 60 marks, and direct attainment 90%. Similarly, indirect attainment, we are going to take 10% of indirect attainment with the help of the survey which we are conducting to the students at the end of the course, at the end of the semester. It is not at the end of the program, it is end of the semester. That is course exit survey. Once you understand this this concept, then next coming slides will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so we are supposed to calculate the overall course outcomes attainment of the students. So next, this is an important template. This is the overall calculation. So first one is course outcomes attainment from internal test. So internal test means we have 2 internal tests, internal test 1 and internal test 2. And second one is course outcomes attainment from end semester exam. So end semester exam, that is external exam for 60 marks. So this internal test and external exam together, we will get the course outcomes direct attainment. Okay, so course outcomes direct attainment is the sum of internal test and end semester exam. And next one is course outcomes indirect attainment, which we get through the feedback form. So that one comes here. And when we add this direct attainment and indirect attainment, we will get this overall attainment, right? So the first one is the internal test is denoted by the letter A. So here we are going to add the internal test 1 and internal test 2. C. So for course outcomes attainment from internal assessment, we are going to add the marks obtained by the students in internal test 1 and internal test 2. As I told already, we are going to take the 40% of internal test marks, right? So internal 1 test. So I'm going to ask 15 descriptive type questions, 15 marks, descriptive type questions for 15 marks, and assignment for 5 marks. So 15 means I'm going to ask 3 5-mark questions. Okay, so 3 5-mark questions together, 3 into 5, 15 marks, and assignment, 1 assignment for 5 marks. Similarly, the same pattern I'm going to use for internal test 2, which for 20 marks. So descriptive questions, 3 5-mark questions, so that is 15 marks, and 1 assignment for 5 marks, together 20 marks. So this is the distribution of marks for 20. So internal test 1 plus internal test 2 will constitute our internal assessment, which only 40% we are going to take for analysis. And the next one is course outcomes attainment from end semester exam. So end semester exam, we are going to take the 60%, right? So 60% of end semester exam. So this I have denoted by the letter D. So 60% of external exam, that is end semester exam, which was conducted by the university. And next one is course outcomes direct attainment. So direct attainment is the sum of internal test and external exam, right? So 40% of internal test marks plus 60% of end semester exam mark is nothing but our direct course attainments, course outcome attainment. So 40% of A is nothing but internal test mark, and 60% of B is nothing but end semester exam mark. And next one is 40% can be written as 0.40 into internal test mark plus 0.60, which is 60% of end semester exam mark B. Okay. Okay. So next one is course outcomes indirect attainment. Indirect attainment means with the help of feedback, a course exit survey, we will be getting the responses or the feedback from the students that will be calculated with the help of the formula called D. So 10% of course exit survey. Okay. So 1 into X plus, this is the formula for calculating indirect course outcomes attainment. So D is equal to, it is denoted by the letter D. So D is equal to 1 into X plus 2 into Y plus 3 into Z plus X plus Y plus Z. So here one is, so it is, I have given 3-point rating scale. Okay, but 3-point rating scale in the sense strongly, highly satisfied, moderately satisfied, less satisfied. So under 3-point scale, I'm going to get the responses from the students. So this is response 1. X is number of students choosing option 1. This is response 2, that is option 2, and Y is nothing but the number of students choosing option 2. And 3 is option number 3, and Z is number of students choosing option 3. And X plus Y plus Z is nothing but the number of students attained the particular number of students responded, total number of students responded. Okay, so this is the formula for calculating indirect course outcomes attainment. Okay, so we have done with the formula for direct attainment and indirect attainment. So what is overall attainment? Overall attainment is the sum of direct attainment and indirect attainment. So as I told earlier, we are going to take 90% of direct course outcomes attainment and 10% of indirect course outcomes attainment. So 90% into C is direct attainment, and 10% of D is indirect course outcomes attainment. So 90% can be written as 0.90 into C plus 0.10 into D. C means direct attainment, D means indirect attainment. So that's all. So these are the formulas for calculating direct attainment, indirect attainment, and overall attainment. Only these two analyses we are going to do. So first one is course outcomes direct attainment. Analysis of course outcomes direct attainment, which can be calculated by taking the sum of internal test and end semester exam. And next, course outcomes indirect attainment, which can be calculated with the help of course exit survey, the feedback, right? And when we add this direct and indirect attainment, we'll get that overall attainment. The percentages, it differs from university to university. We have taken 90% to 10%. Here, 40 and 60% in internal and external. So it may differ from university to university. The rest of the things will be same. So next important concept is threshold value. See, what is meant by threshold value? See, when we teach something, if I teach something, definitely there will be some changes. The students will acquire some sort of knowledge or skills out of our teaching. So definitely there will be some changes and acquisition from the student side. But whether the changes, whether the knowledge acquired by the students, whether the knowledge acquired by skills acquired by the students are desirable or not, whether it is significant or not. So that is called threshold value. So threshold value refers to the minimum performance expected to achieve the required learning outcomes. So the minimum percentage is 60%. So out of 100, only if the students scored secured 60%, it is said to be the students have performed, achieved the minimum expectation. Okay, so that is called the threshold value. So in internal test, in external test, both the tests, we are going to calculate the threshold value. So threshold value means minimum performance expected to achieve the desired learning outcome. So we have 5 learning outcomes. So we are going to do the analysis for each and every course outcomes, and we are going to check whether the course outcome is up to the expected value. So with the help of threshold value, we are going to calculate the minimum performance expected to achieve the required learning outcomes, which is nothing but 60%. Okay. So threshold value for, it is not objective questions, it is for descriptive and assignment. Okay, it is wrongly written. Okay. So as I told already, descriptive type questions, I'm going to ask 3 descriptive type questions. Each carries 5 marks. So 3 into 5, 15 marks. So what is the threshold value for 5 marks? So for a 5-mark question, we are going to take 60%. 60% of their total mark, right? So 60% can be written as 0.6 into 5 because the total mark is 5. So we will get 3 marks. So the threshold value is 3. So out of 5, only if the students secured 3 marks, it is said to be that they have achieved the minimum requirement, right? This is for descriptive type questions. Similarly, for assignment also, the total marks given is 5. So out of 5, if the students secured 3 marks, then they have achieved the minimum requirement. So 60% of total mark, right? So 60% means 0.6 into 5, the total mark, that is equal to 3 marks. So both in descriptive and in assignment, if the students scored 3 marks, it is said to be that the students have achieved the minimum requirement. That is nothing but the threshold value. Okay. So with that, we'll move into the, okay, I will explain this later. We'll move into the analysis part. So first one is, we are going to analyze the course outcomes direct attainment for descriptive and assignment. Okay. For internal test 1 and internal test 2. So internal test 1 will be conducted for 20 marks and internal test 2 will also be conducted for 20 marks. So the 20 marks means descriptive type question 15 and assignment mark 5. So descriptive means 3 5-mark questions. So 3 into 5, 15 and assignment 5. Similarly, the same pattern for internal 2 also. Now, I told you 3 questions. This is question number 1, which carries 5 marks. Question number 2, which carries 5 marks, and question number 3, which carries 5 marks, and assignment also I have given 3 marks. Now, we have course outcomes, right? So, this question number 1 will represent the course outcome 1. So based on the course outcomes which we have formulated, in order to check whether the students have achieved this particular course outcome, we have to formulate the question in such a way it will assess the students have achieved the particular course outcome or not. Okay. So question number 1 focuses on course outcome 1, and question number 2 focuses on course outcome 2. Question number 3 focuses on course outcome 1, and assignment question focuses on course outcome 3. So we can repeat the course outcome. For one course outcome, we can ask 2 questions or 3 questions. We can ask more number of questions. There is no hard and fast rule. It will be decided by the teacher. The teacher who is handling the paper, she has to decide, she or he has to decide whether I'm going to ask 1 question or 2 questions pertains to a particular course outcome. Okay, so here course outcome we have taken 2 questions. For other 2 course outcomes, we have asked one question each. And this is the serial number and roll number of the students. See, for better understanding, I have taken only 6. So let us consider that we are having only the total number of students in the class is 6. Okay. Ma'am, they have posted their queries in the chat box. So should I clarify the doubts now or shall
at the end you can clarify, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we will have answer question.
Okay, okay. Okay. So yeah, I have taken only 6 students because only then the calculation will be easy and it will be understandable for all. So the total number of students in the class is 6. So I have taken their roll number And then number of students attempted. So here we have to write the number of students attempted, okay, the count. Suppose if any student absent for that internal test, we can leave the space. Or suppose if the student has not attended the particular question, suppose one student has not answered question number 2, then the number of students attempted will be 5. Okay, so we have to write the count here, number of students attempted. And then number of students secured greater than equal to threshold mark. So we know for descriptive question, each question carries 5 marks. So for a 5-mark question, the threshold value is 3. So we have to check how many students have secured more than 3, greater than or equal to 3. So that count will be written here. So that count we have to write here. And then we have to calculate the percentage of threshold mark. So how many percentage of students have achieved the threshold mark? So that percentage we have to write here. And this the course attainment level. So based on the percentage, we are going to fix the course attainment level. So let us check this. Yeah. See, the threshold value is 3 for assignment. Yeah. For a descriptive type question, it is 3. And also for assignment also, it is 3, right? So if the percentage, if the threshold percentage is between 60 to 79, it is level 1. If the threshold percentage is 80 to 89%, the level is 2. If the threshold percentage is greater and equal to 90%, then the level is 3. Okay, so this is the highest level. Okay, so based on the threshold percentage, we have to fix the level 1, level 2, level 3. So this is said to be course outcomes attainment level of the students. Similarly, for assignment also the same. 60 to 79% means level 1, 80 to 89% means level 2, and greater and equal to 90% means level 3. This is the highest percentage. Okay, so we are going to fix the level based on the percentage of threshold marks. Okay, sorry. Yeah. And then this is course average attainment. So average attainment means suppose here I have asked 2 questions for course outcome 1. Course outcome 1, question number 1 and question number 3 belongs to course outcome 1. So I have to calculate the average of these 2 questions. Okay, so that is said to be average attainment. Okay, let us check how it comes. Yeah. So now for question number 1, student 1 has scored 3 marks and student 2 4 marks, student 3 2 marks, and next to student 3, next 3, next 2. So number of students who attempted the question number 1 is 6, because all the 6 students have attempted the question. So number of students attempted is 6. And next one is number of students secured the threshold value. So we have to check how many students scored more than 3 marks. So I have given in bold. So 3, 4, 3, 3. So out of 6 students, 4 students have secured more than that is greater or equal to the threshold mark. So here we have to write 4. So 6 is number of students attempted and 4 is the threshold mark that is greater or equal to the threshold mark. Okay, and here we have to calculate the percentage. So percentage means 4 divided by 6 into 100, we will get the threshold percentage. And then in the previous slide, we have the level. So based on the percentage, we are going to fix the level here. Okay, so how? Yes, see here. 4. So out of 6 students, 4 students have reached the threshold value. So 4 divided by 6 into 100, that is 0.666 into 100, that is 66%. So for course outcome 1, the threshold percentage is 66.66. Similarly, for course outcome 2. Okay, for course outcome 2, the number of students attempted, all the students have attempted the question number 2. So it is 6. And see how many students have got more than 3. 3 and more than 3 is 5 students, except 1. All other scores are greater and equal to 3. So 5. So how to calculate the threshold percentage? 5 divided by 6 into 100. So 5 divided by 6 into 100, that is 0.833 into 100. So the threshold percentage is 83.33%. 0.33. Similarly for next one. So for question number 3, see the student 4. So this particular student have not attempted the question number 3. So I have left it. Okay. So the number of students attempted is 5. Only 5 students have attempted the question, and out of 5, 4 have got greater than 4 have reached the threshold value 3, 4, 3, 3. So 4. So in order to calculate the threshold percentage, 4 divided by 5 into 100. Okay. So it comes under course outcome 1. So I have given it here. Okay. So 4 divided by 5 into 100, that is 0.8 into 100, that is 80%. Similarly for the next one, that is, it is assignment. Okay, so assignment belongs to, it focuses on course outcome 3. So all the students have submitted the assignment. So number of students attempted is 6, and all the students have reached the threshold value. So 6. So in order to calculate the threshold value percentage, 6 divided by 6 into 100, right? So 6 divided by 6 into 100, that is 1 into 100, 100%. So now we finish doing the calculation for internal test 1. So the percentage is ready. Next, we have to fix the level, right? So if the percentage threshold percentage is 66.66, the level will be, so if it is 60.66 means it comes under level 1. 60 to 79% means we have to fix the level as 1, right? So here the level is 1. Similarly, for the next question, the threshold percentage is 83.33. So 83.33 means it comes under the second level, because 80 to 89% comes under level 2. So we have to fix the level as 2 for question number 2. Similarly, for question number 3, the percentage is 80. 80% also comes under 80 to 89%. So the level is 2. And for assignment question, that is for course outcome 3, the percentage, the threshold percentage is 100. So if it is 100% means, if it is greater or equal to 100%, we have to fix the level as 3. So here we have to fix the level as 3. Okay. Now the next one, the course, this 2 cells I have given in blue color because these 2 belongs to the same course outcome. Course outcome 1. Question number 1 belongs to course outcome 1, and question number 3 also belongs to course outcome 1. So I have to take the average of these 2 levels. So 1 and 2, I have to calculate the average. So 1 plus 2 divided by 2, that is 1.5. So for course outcome 1, the attainment level is 1.5. For course outcome 2, only one question we have, so I have taken that level as such. So course outcome 2, the attainment level is 2, and this is for course outcome 3, the attainment level is 3. I have not given the level here because we have taken the average of these 2 levels as 1.5 here. So this is the attainment level of course outcome 1, this is for course outcome 2, and this is for course outcome 3. So the similar fashion we have to do the analysis for internal test 2. See, the first 3 course outcomes I have taken for internal test 1, and last 2 units for internal test 2. So the question number 1 belongs to course outcome 4, and question number 2 belongs to course outcome 5, and question number 3 belongs to course outcome 4, and one assignment which belongs to course outcome 5. So here I have taken 2 questions from course outcome 4. That is question number 1 and question number 3 belongs to course outcome 4, and question number 2 and assignment question belongs to course outcome 5. Okay, so now if you look into the scores obtained by the students, for question number 1, 5 students have attempted the question and 1 student have not attempted. So number of students attempted the question is 5. So out of 5, how many students have achieved the threshold value? 3 students, 1, 2, and 3. So threshold value is 3. And in order to calculate the threshold percentage, 3 divided by 5 into 100. So course outcome 4, 3 divided by 5 into 100, that is 0.6 into 100, which is nothing but 60%. Okay. Similarly, for the next Question number 2. So how many students? All the students have attempted the question. So number of students attempted the question is 6. And how many have reached the threshold value? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 students have reached the threshold marks. So in order to calculate the threshold percentage, 5 divided by 6 into 100. So 5 divided by 6 into 100, that is 0.833 into 100, 83%. Okay. And for question number 3, all the students have attempted the question. So number of students attempted is 6 and number of students achieved the threshold value is 4. So 4 divided by 6 into 100, it belongs to course outcome 4. So I have taken right here. Okay, so I have taken here. So 4 divided by 6 into 100, that is 0.666 into 100, which is 66.66%. Similarly, for the last one is the assignment. So all the students have attempted and all the students have reached the threshold value. So 6 divided by 6 into 100. So which means 6 divided by 6 into 100. So 100%. Next, we have to fix the attainment level. So for attainment level, 83% means 83% for 83% comes under level 2. Okay. So we have to write as level 2. And for the next question, sorry. For question number 1, the threshold percentage is 60. For 60%, the attainment level is 1. And for 80 means attainment level is 2. If it is 100 means the attainment level is 3. So I have written the attainment level as 1, 2, 1, and 3. Now, question number 1 and question number 3 belongs to same course outcomes. So I have taken the average of 1 and this one. So 1 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 1. The average of these two attainment level. Similarly, question number 2 and the assignment question belongs to the same course outcome 5. So I have taken the average of 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is nothing but 2.5. So that's all. So this is for course outcome 4, the attainment level is 1. For course outcome 5, the attainment level is 2.5. So in such a way, we have calculated the course outcome attainment level for internal test, for internal test 1 and internal test 2. Okay. So internal test is over. So next we are moving to the external exam. So external exam is nothing but the end semester exam. I hope it is understandable. If you have any doubts in internal test, you can text in the chat box because I can clarify it now itself. Okay, I will provide the details of course exit survey at the end of the session. Okay. Yes. Okay, Mr. Kannan, kindly text your query in the chat box.
Mr. Kannan, you can unmute your mic and ask your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, actually, level 1 for the course attainment, level 1, 60 to 79. But remaining to level 2 and 3, it's only for the 80 to 89, 90 to 100. Yeah. Why the variation in level 1, ma'am? It's 60 to 79.
Wait a minute. Yes, 60 to only 10 I have taken. For 60 to 79, 80 to 89, and last 20 comes under level 3.
Yes, ma'am. But
yes.
The variation of 10 is there. 80 to 89, 90 to 100 is a 10. But why the level of 1 is 60 to 79? It's more or less 20 is there. 20% variations are there.
Only 10% variation we have, and the last one, 60 to 69. Yes. We have 20. Yeah. Why? Because the level 1 and level 3 we are taking 20%. Okay, so in level 1, we are taking 20%, 60 to 79. Similarly, for level 3 also, we are for level 3, we are taking only 10%, right? So that is low level, we are taking 20%, moderate and high level, we are taking 10%. Suppose another one doubt may arise. If the student, if the threshold percentage is 59, or if the threshold percentage is 40, then the level is 0. Okay, because we have fixed only 60% is considered to be the threshold value. If the students, if the threshold percentage is less than 60%, then the attainment level is 0. Okay. And for the lowest level, we have fixed it as 20%. Okay. It is constant.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, any other doubt? Okay, I think I can proceed. Okay, so now we have calculated the internal test attainment level of the student. So analysis of internal test is over. Next, we are moving into the external test. External test is very simple because the university is going to conduct the exam. We are not going to set the question paper. If it is internal test, we can set the questions as per the course outcome. But for external exam, we can't fix which question belongs to which course outcome. So as such, we can do the calculation for yes. So this is the template for calculating, for analyzing the course attainment level of external exam, that is end semester exam. So as I told, we are going to take the 40% of internal test and 60% of 60% of external exam mark. Only we are going to conduct the end semester exam for 60 marks. So these are the roll number of the students. Out of 6, only 6 students we have. The total number of students is 6. And here also we have to fix the threshold value. As such, we have fixed the threshold value for descriptive type questions and for assignment. Here we have to fix the threshold value for end semester. So the total marks of end semester is 60, right? And the threshold percentage is also 60. So the total, 60 into 60 by 100, that is 60 is the total marks of end semester. So 60 into 60%, that is 60 by 100, that is 36. So the threshold mark for end semester is 36. So out of 60, if the student's score is 36, which means they have achieved the threshold value. So threshold value for end semester mark is 36. So now these are the marks obtained by the students in end semester for 60. So out of 60, 40, 49, 41, 35, 38, 37 are the marks obtained by the students. So number of students attempted the end semester is 6. And number of students who have reached the threshold value 36, that is greater or equal to 36. How many students? Except one. All the students have scored more than threshold value. Only one student have scored 35. So here we have to write 5. So 5. So in order to calculate the threshold percentage, 5 divided by 6 into 100. That is, say number of students attempted the end semester 6 and number of students reached the threshold value is 5. So 5 divided by 6 into 100, that is 83.33. So this is the threshold percentage. For this threshold percentage, we have to fix the level. So we have a separate percentage and level for end semester, because for descriptive type questions, we have conducted the descriptive. The total mark for descriptive type question is 5 and for assignment also 5. But for end semester, the total mark is 60. So here, this is the target levels for end semester. That is 50 to 59. It is level 1, 60 to 79, level 2, and it is more than 70%, 3, because end semester, the students are going to write for 60 marks, more number of descriptive questions will be asked. So here we have fixed the 70% for level 3, but in descriptive, for internal test, the percentage for level 3 is greater than equal to 90%. But here for end semester, we have fixed it as greater or equal to 70%. So here Here the threshold percentage is 83. So 83.33. So 83.33 means it comes under the last one. So the level is 3. Okay. So here I have written the level as, sorry, instead of 3, I have written it as 2. So, okay. So 83.33 means the last level. So the level attained by the students is 3 here. Okay. So now we have done the analysis. So now we have not, internal test, we have not analyzes the for course outcomes, course outcome 1, course outcome 2, course outcome 3. Here what we will be doing is we will be writing the attainment level of all the course outcome as 3. Okay. So this is the template for both internal and external exam. So internal 1 and internal 2 we have already explained, and this is our external exam mark, that is mark, and the percentage is 83.33 and the level attained by the students is 3 and the average is also 3. So this is overall of internal and external together. And now the next one is for course outcome 1. Course outcome 2, course outcome 3, course outcome 4, course outcome 5. Internal test, what are the questions we have asked? In internal test 1, question 1 and question 3 belongs to course outcome 1. And only one question I have asked from course outcome 2. And for course outcome 3, I have given one assignment. And for course outcome 4, I have asked 2 questions in internal test 2, that is question number 1 and question number 3. And for course outcome 5, I have asked 2 questions, question number 2 and assignment. Okay. Now these are the levels. So this is question number 1, attainment level is 1. And question number 3, attainment level is 2. Similarly, only one question I have asked for course outcome 2 and attainment level is 2. And similarly for assignment, for course outcome 3 also only 1. So the attainment level is 3. Here we have 2 questions. Question number 1 attainment level is 1 and question number 3 attainment level is 1. And here also 2 questions. Question number 2 attainment level is 2 and assignment attainment level is 3. So next what we have to do, we have to take the average of 1 and 2, 1.5, 2 as such, 3 as such, average of 1 and 1, 1, average of 2 and 3 as 2.5. So these are the average attainment level of internal test. And this is the attainment level of external exam. So we can't calculate for individual course outcome because it is external exam. So the attainment level which we have reached for threshold value, that we have to take for all the course outcome. For course outcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the attainment level will be 3. This is how we have to fix. Okay. And then we have to calculate the direct course outcomes attainment. That is, as I told already, we are going to take 40% of internal test and 60% of external exam mark, right? So 40% of internal test attainment level plus 60% of external exam attainment level. So 40% is 0.4 into internal test attainment level is 1.5. So 0.4 into 1.5 plus 60% of external exam. So 0.6 into 3 because here the attainment level is 3. So 0.6 plus 1.8, which is nothing but 2.4. So the direct attainment level for course outcome 1 is 2.4. So out of 3, we got 2.4. Similarly for next one. Okay. Similarly, for the next course outcome, 40% of internal test attainment. So 0.4 into 2 plus 60% of external exam attainment level, which is 3. So 0.4 into 2 plus 0.6 into 3, which is 0.8 plus 1.8, which is 2.6. So out of 3, our attainment level is 2.6 for course outcome 2. Similarly, for course outcome 3, 40% of internal test level and 60% of external exam level. So 0.4 into 3 plus 0.6 into 3, which is 1.2 plus 1.8. So the level is 3. So here we have reached the highest level 3. Okay, for course outcome 3. And next one for course outcome 4, 40% of internal test, that is 0.4 into 1, and 60% of external exam attainment level, that is 0.6 into 3. 0.4 plus 1.8 is equal to 2.2. So the attainment level is 2.2 for the course outcome 4. So for the last course outcome is 40% of internal test level, that is 0.4 into 2.5 plus 60% of external exam level, that is 0.6 into 3, which is 1 plus 1.5. So the attainment level is 2.8 for the course outcome 5. So this is the calculation for direct course attainment. So in order to do the analysis for direct course outcomes attainment, first we have to do the analysis for internal test. Internal test means we have to take internal test 1 and internal test 2. Okay, we have to take internal test 1 and internal test 2. Once we finish the analysis, we have to fix the levels, and then in a similar fashion, we have to do the analysis for internal test 2, and we have to fix the levels. And for end semester, similar way, we have to fix the level. So once all the levels are fixed, we have to take the 40% of internal test and 60% of external exam marks attainment level, and we have to do the calculation. So now in this, so 2.4, 2.6, 3, 2.2, 2.8. These are the course outcomes attainment level of direct attainment. See, now in this level, you can see for course outcome 3, the attainment level is 3. Which means the highest attainment level. And which one we got lowest attainment level for course outcome 4, the attainment level is 2.2. So it is an indication for the teachers who are handling the paper that we have to concentrate more on the course outcome 4. Okay, in this way, we have to, so direct course outcome attainment is over. Next, we are moving into the indirect course outcome attainment. So this is the formula for calculating course outcomes indirect attainment. So as I told, here I'm going to ask a 3-point scale. See, just it's a sample, but this is not an actual course exit survey. So based on the outcomes, course outcomes, I have taken this survey. So I am able to understand the philosophical assumptions and operations to education. So the students are supposed to give their responses against 3 options, option 1, 2, and 3, which is 1 means less satisfied, 2 means moderately satisfied, and 3 means highly satisfied. And number 2, I'm able to compare Indian and Western philosophers. I'm able to analyze the different great philosophical thoughts. I'm able to remember the philosophical thoughts, and I'm able to evaluate the challenges of Indian education system. It's just a feedback. See, this is not the exact way of asking. Even we can ask 2 questions for 1 course outcome, or we can ask 5 questions for 1 course outcome. It depends. Okay, this is just an example I have given. This is a kind of course exit survey, which I have asked for. In most of the universities, they have given for 5-point scale. Here I have fixed it for 3-point scale. So less satisfied, moderately satisfied, highly satisfied. So with the help of course exit survey, we are going to calculate the indirect course outcome attainment of the students. Okay, so because most of the participants have asked about this course exit survey in the chat box, I thought of discussing it at the end of the session, but sorry. Okay. Okay, so number 1 means, I don't know, we have given 3 options. Level option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1 means less satisfied. Option 2 means moderately satisfied. Option 3 means highly satisfied. So we are going to check number of students choosing option 1. and 2 means number of students choosing option 2, and then 3 into number of students choosing option 3 divided by the total number of students. Suppose the students choosing option 1. See, only one student have chose option 1 for question number 1. Okay, and then for course outcome 1 is nothing but the question number 1, and 5 students have given their responses for option 3, which means they are highly satisfied. So out of 6 students, 5 students are highly satisfied with the course outcome 1, and 1 student is less satisfied. Okay, this is how we have to understand. And next one is course outcome 2. So out of 6 students, only 1 student have given responses for moderately satisfied, and rest of the 5 students opted for highly satisfied. Similarly, for course outcome 3, no one has responded for less satisfied, and 2 students have responded for moderately satisfied, and 4 students responded for highly satisfied out of 6, right? And if you take course outcome 4, all the students, yes, all the students have opted for less satisfied. Okay, and then for course outcome 5, only 1 student opted for less satisfied, and 1 student opted for moderately satisfied, and 4 students opted for highly satisfied. So these are the responses which I received from the course exit survey. So what next? So next one is the total number of students attempted is 6 in all the because all the students have given responded the course exit survey. So we have to give the total number of students answered is 6, and the calculation comes like this. That is, so this is the formula, right? 1 means option 1 into number of students choosing option 1. So 1 into number of students choosing option 1 is 1. So 1 into 1 plus the next one is second option. So 2 into number of students choosing option 2. So no one has chosen the option 2. So 2 into 0 plus option 3. Okay, 3 into number of students choosing the option 3, that is 5. So 3 into 5, the total number of students attempted is 6 here. So 1 plus 0 plus 15 divided by 6, that is 16 by 6, which is 2.67. Okay, so this is 2.67 is the course attainment level of course outcome 1. Similarly, for course outcome 2, see, option 1 into number of students choosing option 1. So no one has chosen option 1. So 1 into 0 plus option 2 into number of students choosing option 2. So that is only 1 student. So 2 into 1 plus option 3 into number of students choosing option 3. So 3 into 5 divided by the total number of students attempted the question. That is 6. So 0 plus 2 plus 15 divided by 16, that is 17 by 6, which is 2.83. So the course, the indirect course outcome attainment level for course outcome 2 is 2.83. Similarly, for course outcome 3, see 1. So 1, option number 1 into number of students choosing option 1, 0. 2, option number 2. So 2 into number of students choosing option number 2 is 2. So 2 into 2 plus the third option. Third option into number of students choosing third option is 4. So 3 into 4 divided by the total number of students attempted the question. So 0 plus 4 plus 12 divided by 6, that is 16 by 6, which is 2.67. So the course attainment level, the indirect course attainment level for course outcome 3 is 2.67. Similarly, for course outcome 4, all the students have responded for option 1, right? So 1 into 6 plus 0 plus 0 divided by 6. So 6 by 6, which is 1. So the course attainment level for course outcome 4 is 1. Similarly, for course outcome 5, option 1, only 1 student opted for option 1. So 1 into 1 plus option 2, only 1 responded. So 2 into 1. Option 3, only 4 responded for option 3. So 3 into 4 divided by 6. That is 1 plus 2 plus 12 by 6. That is 15 by 6, 2.5. So the indirect course attainment level for course outcome 5 is 2.5. So these are the course outcome attainment level for indirect attainment. So the analysis for course outcomes indirect attainment is over. Okay, so now the next, okay, if you have any doubt in indirect attainment level, you can post your questions in the chat box. Yes, I have taken 1 to 3 because usually we used to take Likert scale, 5-point scale, because now, for better understanding, I have taken 3 levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. But usually we go for 5-point scale only. For better understanding here, I have taken 3. In such a way, we have to do the calculation for a 5-point scale. How the score 1 for option 1? See, here we have no. See, we have 3 responses. 1, 2, 3. Let me show the questionnaire again. Okay. So these are the statements. So based on the course outcomes, let me show the course outcome. Okay. The same only. Okay. So on the successful completion of the course, the students will be able to understand the philosophical assumptions, compare Indian and Western philosophers, analyze the different great philosophers, remember the philosophical thoughts, evaluate the challenges of Indian education system and society. So based on the course outcomes which we have already formulated, I have taken the survey. Okay. So I have taken only one question representing each course outcome. You can go for more number of questions. It's up to you. There is no hard and fast rule for this. Okay. So I am able to understand the philosophical assumptions and operations to education. I'm able to compare Indian and Western philosophers. I'm able to analyze the different great philosophical thoughts. I'm able to remember the philosophical thoughts. I'm able to evaluate the challenges of Indian education system. So if the student responded here, 1 means they are less satisfied. If the student responded under 2, they are moderately satisfied. If they responded under 3, which means highly satisfied. So now I have distributed this questionnaire among 6 students. So out of 6 students, how many responded for level 1, how many responded for level 2, and how many responded for level 3? That we are going to find out for indirect attainment. Okay. So students choosing option 1, only 1 student has responded less satisfied, and no one responded for moderately satisfied, and 5 students responded for highly satisfied for course outcome 1. Course outcome 1 means for course outcome 1, I have asked the first question, right? For course outcome 2, no one responded for option 1. Only 1 student responded for moderately satisfied, and 5 students responded for highly satisfied. Similarly, for course outcome 3, course outcome 4, and course outcome 5. So based on these responses, we have done this calculation. So option 1 into number of students choosing option 1, option 2 into number of students choosing option 2, and option 3 into number of students choosing option 3 divided by total number of students attempted the question. So our total number of students is 6 for all the course outcome. Here, based on the responses given by the students, we have done the calculation. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So far, we have done with the calculation of analysis of course outcomes, direct attainment, and analysis of course outcomes, indirect attainment. What next? We have to calculate the overall attainment. For this, we have to add the direct attainment and indirect attainment, right? So the next one is, excuse. Okay. So these are the course outcomes attainment level of course outcome 1, 2.6, course outcome 2, 2.8, course outcome 3, 2.6, course outcome 4, 1, and course outcome 5, 2.5. This calculation we have done here in the previous slide. Okay, the same level only I have taken in this table. So next what? So next I'm going to add the direct attainment level and indirect attainment level. So these are the direct attainment level for course outcome 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, which we have done the calculation already. And just now we completed the calculation for indirect course outcome attainment. Okay. So, so 2.6, 2.8, 2.6, 1 and 2.5. So I already told you, earlier that we are going to take 90% of direct course outcome attainment and 10% of indirect course outcome attainment. Let me explain one more, let me tell one more time. This 90% and 10% differs from university to university. In one university, I have seen that they have taken 80% of direct attainment and 10% of indirect attainment. Now, we are doing calculation for 90% and 10%. So, overall attainment level is equal to 90% of direct attainment and 10% of indirect attainment. So, 90% means 0.9 into direct attainment and 0.10% means 0.1 into indirect attainment. So, 0.9 into direct attainment value is 2.4 plus indirect attainment 10% of indirect attainment, that is 2.6. So 2.16 plus 0.26, which is 2.42. Similarly, for course outcome 2. So 90% of direct course outcome attainment. So that is 0.9 into 2.6 plus 10% of indirect attainment, that is 0.1 into 2.8, that is 2.34 plus 2.28, which is 2.62. Similarly, for course outcome 3, 90% of direct attainment, that is 3. So 0.9 into 3 and 10% of indirect attainment, 0.1 into 2.6, which is 2.7 plus 0.26, which is 2.96. Similarly, for course outcome 4, 90% of direct attainment, that is 0.9 into 2.2 plus 10% of indirect attainment, that is 0.1 into 1. So 1.98 plus 0.1, that is 2.08. And for course outcome 5, 90% of direct attainment. So 0.9 into 2.8 plus 10% of indirect course outcome attainment, that is 0.1 into 2.5. So 2.52 plus 0.25, that is 2.77. So these are the course outcomes attainment, overall course outcome attainment. So this is the average course outcome attainment, that is 2.47. So course outcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have the direct course outcome attainment level 2.4, 2.6, 3, 2.2, 2.8. And here we have the indirect course outcome attainment level 2.6, 2.8, 2.6, 1, 2.5. And this is the overall course outcome attainment level, that is 90% of direct attainment and 10% of indirect attainment. And we got 2.42, 2.62, 2.96, 2.08, 2.77. And the average of all these 5 outcomes is 2.47. Okay, so we have done with the analysis of course outcome overall attainment with the help of direct attainment and indirect attainment. What next? Next one is, yes. So the corrective measures. See, now if you look into the attainment level, for direct attainment itself, it clearly shows that the students have scored more marks, the attainment level is high for course outcome 3, and for course outcome 4, the attainment level is very less. Similarly, for indirect attainment also, the students' satisfactory survey, in satisfactory survey also, the students are not satisfied with the course outcome 4, hence the attainment level is 1 here, and for course outcome 2, more or less same only for the rest of the course outcomes. And these are the overall outcome. Overall outcome, we got 2.08 for course outcome 4, which means the attainment level is very less. And for course outcome 3, the attainment level is almost 3, 2.96. And for other rest of the course outcome is also 2.42, 2.62 and 2.77. So this picture clearly shows that for which course outcome we need to focus more. right? So we have to focus more on the course outcome for the upcoming batches, for the current batch. These are the feedback given by the current batch students. For the next batch, we need to concentrate more on the course outcome 4 because the attainment level is very less. So these are the corrective measures for improvement, or we can say action plan. I have given an example, but you can improvise this. So for course outcome 1, the attainment level is 2.41. So I have written we have to conduct remedial classes, we have to give assignments and discussing the university questions, so and so. So for all course outcomes, I have given the same corrective measures, but for course outcome 4, I have given 2 more corrective measures because the attainment level is very less for course outcome 4. So in addition to the already given corrective measures, I have given assigning seminar for the topics needed, group discussion for the topics needed. We can give more corrective measures for the attainment level, for the less attainment level. So this is how we have to plan the corrective measures based on the course outcome attainment level. Okay. So once this one is over, we have done with the corrective measures. Okay, corrective measures for improvement based on the course outcome attainment level. See, everything is interlinked to each other. Our course objective is connected with the course outcome. Our course outcome is connected to the teaching, the pedagogy, as well as the teaching learning process, everything. And for corrective measures also connected with the course outcome, right? Once we're done with this, yes. So these are the papers for B.Ed program. It is a 2-year program. For first semester, these are the papers. For second semester, third semester, fourth semester. So now I have calculated the course attainment level for only one paper, that is philosophical and sociological basis of education. Only for that paper, I have calculated, I have analyzed the course attainment level as 2.47. Similarly, we have to do the analysis for all the papers we are handling. Okay. Once this is over, due to time constraint, I have not taken the program outcome attainment level. Similarly, the work is not over. So far, we have done with course outcome attainment level. In a similar fashion, we have to analyze the program outcome attainment level. So the program outcome attainment level will be analyzed with the help of the course outcome attainment levels for all the courses, for all the papers. Courses means, here I mean the papers, course code. No, these are the courses we are providing for the students for the B.Ed program. So for all the courses, I have to analyze the course outcome attainment, and based on this outcome attainment level, I have to calculate the program outcome attainment level. So in course outcome attainment level, we have calculated with the help of direct attainment and indirect attainment. Similarly, for program outcome attainment also, we have to take the direct attainment. Direct attainment means these levels only. Okay. Indirect attainment means for course outcome, we have taken course exit survey. Similarly, we have program exit survey. Okay. There is a lot of difference between course exit survey and program exit survey. Course exit survey means, see, I will be asking the feedback from the students at the end of this semester. After completing this semester, I will be getting the feedback from the students for all these 6 papers. Okay. 3 core papers, 2 elective paper, and 1 soft skill. So for all the 6 papers, I will be getting the feedback from the students at the end of the semester. So this is called course exit survey. If I ask the questionnaire, if I ask the feedback at the end of the course, once the students completed 2-year program, at the end of the program, I will be getting the feedback from the students, and that is called program exit survey. So with that program exit survey, we will be getting the indirect program attainment of the students. So with the help of the direct attainment, and indirect attainment, with the help of program exit survey, we can analyze the overall program attainment of the students. Okay, so there what remedial measures we can do? Here we can do remedial measures. Program outcomes, we can, if it is university, they can discuss with the board of the board of committee, and they can go for changing the program outcomes, whether they can take the students for a field trip or they can have record work, what measures they can do in order to improve the program outcome attainment level, in order to improve the attainment level for a particular program outcome. So this is how we have to plan. And one more thing I just want to show you. Okay, so this is one course exit survey. This is for an engineering exit survey form. Okay, so it is a 5-point scale. So course management, learning environment, course outcomes, instructional characteristics. They have asked so many questions. So for better understanding, I have minimalized the content so that it will be easy for you to understand. Similarly, one more thing also I would like to show you. See, we can customize the course exit survey. Okay. So these are the verbs based on the course objectives. We are formulating the course outcomes, and based on the verbs. Here also we are taking the same verbs in order to get the feedback from the students. Reproduce, apply, analyze, differentiate, explain, comprehend, integrate. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this I have got from one website. I have taken from one website. So attainment of course outcomes. See, internal assessment. This is a model of what you are supposed to do. Okay. And for they have taken lab assignment experiments, and this is end semester exam marks also they have taken. See, for indirect attainment, for indirect assessment, they have taken course exit survey, which will be asked at the end of the semester. So collect variety of information about course outcomes from the students after learning entire course. Entire course means once we complete the particular paper, we will be asking. Okay. So course outcome attainment. See, in our PPT, we have taken 90% of direct attainment and 10% of indirect attainment. But here in this university, they have taken 80% of direct attainment and indirect attainment 20%. And the internal exam as such. So internal, they have taken 60%. External, they have taken 40%, vice versa. But in our example, we have taken 40% of internal and 60% of external. But here 60% of internal and 40% of external, and external is end semester exam. And here also internal test they have they have distributed the marks for 80 and 20. And for indirect, they have conducted course exit survey. Okay. Okay. So these are the levels fixed. See, we can fix the levels according to the university requirement. We can fix the level. Okay, this level will differ from university to university. As I told, there is no hard and fast rule. So they have taken 53% here. These are the course outcome statements. Okay. This is the matrix table, the course outcome, program outcome matrix table. Okay. So for course outcome 1, they have given assignment and internal assessment.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry
Yes.
to interpret.
Yeah.
I think the slide is not able to, we are not able to view the slide.
Oh, it's not visible.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible now. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let me show you right from the beginning. Okay. So this is yeah. See, for internal assessment test, they have conducted twice. For internal test, for lab assignments, experiments, they have taken for internal. And in this practical home assignments, okay. Now this one is. See, for indirect assessment tool, they have taken course exit survey. I don't know, at the end of the semester, we will be collecting the feedback from the students. So collect variety of information about course outcomes from the students after learning entire course. So this is for indirect assessment. For direct assessment, we will be taking the internal and external marks. This one. So course attainment. In our PPT, we have taken 90% of direct attainment and 10% of indirect attainment. But here in this university, they have taken 80% of direct attainment and 20% of indirect attainment. For direct attainment, they have taken internal and external mark, but vice versa. We have taken 40% of internal and 60% of external. But here they have taken 60% of internal and 40% of external. Okay, so external exam is the end semester exam, and here internal test. It depends on the university and college. We can ask multiple choice question, we can ask assignments, and we can also ask descriptive type questions. And one more thing, you know, when we ask multiple choice question, we always had a thought that we can't go for higher order thinking skill. Even in multiple choice questions also, we can go for higher order thinking. How? Instead of giving one option, you can give two options. The right answer will be two options. Instead of giving 4 options, you give 10 options. Out of 10, the students has to choose 4 right options. So if you give more number of options, that will help to stimulate the higher order thinking skill of the student. So even we can go for multiple choice questions. Okay, for internal assessment, I'm telling. And then for direct, okay, 80, 60. So these are the percentage of marks, the levels they have fixed 60, 65, 70. So based on the university, the fixing of levels and percentage will also differ. And here, these are the course outcomes. Okay, demonstrate, design. And this is a course outcome, program outcome matrix table, the correlation table. Yeah. For course outcome 1, what is the statement? And for this course outcome 1, they have given an assignment and also a question in internal assessment. For course outcome 2, assignment, internal test. For course outcome 3, assignment, internal test. For course outcome 4, class test and internal test. Course outcome 5, assignment and internal test. Course outcome 6, assignment and multiple choice question. Okay. Even they have given the questions also. Yeah, this is how we have to calculate. I have given roll number, no? For all the students in the class, we have to enter the marks, internal marks, external marks. We have to enter each and everything, and we have to do the analysis. See, it is not a big deal because once you enter the marks in Excel sheet, and if you type the formula and you drag all the scores, the attainment level also will be very easy. I have not taken the I have not done the calculation in Excel sheet because for beginners it may be difficult. They may found difficult. So simply I have used the template for explaining the concept. But in Excel sheet it is very easy. Once you enter the marks, you enter the formula and drag, you will get the calculation. Yes. Here also the attainment percentage. Okay. Similarly for this is for one paper, this is for the next paper. So for every papers, for each and every paper we are handling, we have to do the course outcomes attainment level and program outcome attainment level, everything. Program outcome attainment level only the university can do. They can only form the board of study meeting and they can only do changes in program outcomes, but course outcomes can be done by the colleges also. Okay. So that's all. So they have program specific outcome. For program specific outcome also, they have calculated the attainment level. Okay. So with that, my presentation comes to an end. I hope I have done with my work, and hope you understand how to do the analysis and everything. If you have any doubts or any clarification, you're most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. The presentation was excellent. I think this is a way we need to know how to do the outcome-based education, extremely in the form of calculations. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the presentation.
Thank you.
Dear participants, if you have any queries, please enter the chat box. Ma'am, we have a questions already, I think. The question from Sulagna Chatterjee. She asked about what will be the form of assignment.
Assignment means, justify the, we can give assignment in the name of philosophy means we can ask the students to compare the philosophers, Eastern philosophers and Western philosophers in such a way, the particular unit, I can analyze the different concepts, sociological concept. For example, in one course outcome I have remember the philosophical thoughts or something like that. For that particular course outcome pertains to that particular course outcome, we can assign the assignment. Compare the Eastern philosophers or compare the Western philosophers. Okay, and critically analyze the educational outcomes of Eastern philosophers, educational contribution of Western philosophers, and then critically analyze the educational philosophy in modern education system. So in such a way, we have to make the students to kindle their higher order thinking skills. So based on the outcomes, we have to assign the assignment.
Thank you, ma'am. And the next question is from Vijay Krishna. What are the questions that should ask in course exit survey?
Course exit survey, just now I already showed no. So based on the course outcomes the same. What are the course outcomes we have formulated? Pertains to that, we have to ask the course exit survey. Program exit survey means we will be having program outcomes, no? So based on the program outcomes, we will be asking the questions in program exit survey. That is the only difference. See, program exit survey we will be conducting among, we should conduct among alumni, the pass out students, as well as the employers. It was given in the website. Employers means those students who are employed in institutions. So we can ask the feedback from the students, the pass out students. So from alumni and employers, we will be getting the feedback for program exit survey. Course exit survey means the present batch students, after completing the semester, we will be getting the feedback. So that is course exit survey. Course exit survey, the questions pertains to course outcomes. Program exit survey, the questions pertains to program outcomes.
This one, thank you. I think everyone had the clear cut queries, and there you have answered it in a clear way. Thank you so much, ma'am. Joy is the simplest form of gratitude. Now, I would like to invite Dr. C. Geeta, Assistant Professor, Dr. Enter Education Research Institute, to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, ma'am.
Everyone enjoys being acknowledged and appreciated. Sometimes even the simplest act of gratitude can change someone's entire day. Good afternoon to one and all present here for 4th day session 7 of 5th day International Online Faculty Development Program on Outcome-Based Education. On behalf of Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, in association with Faculty of Education and Academic Staff College, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, it is my privilege to express our sincere gratitude to our resource person, Dr. A. Shyamala Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, University of Madras, Chennai, who has clearly presented about analysis of attainments and continuous improvement based on OBE. She made everybody to thoroughly understood the concept, analysis of COS direct and indirect attainment. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sparing your valuable time with us today. Also, we mention our deep sense gratitude to all the executives, heads, professors, faculty members, research scholars from various states and countries. Coming together is a beginning, staying together is a progress, and working together is success. Last but not least, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief patrons, conveners, organizing secretaries, joint secretaries, technicians, teaching and non-teaching staffs of Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University and Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute for their encouragement and constant support. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and everyone for joining with us today in this virtual platform. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of gratitude. Dear participants, the attendance link will be posted in the chat box. Kindly fill it. And please join the second session at 2 p.m.